All right, everyone, and we are back. Hopefully without the technical difficulties. Not sure what happened there. I know we were just going back and forth about the game. Beeb was crying about being beaten again. And next thing I know, pulled the plug. I think Beeb might have pulled the plug. I'm not sure. Beeb, did you pull the plug?
You got disqualified.
I got disqualified. That's right. We are currently waiting for Robbie to come back on. But till then, let's talk about the news. Beeb, give him the news.
Let's go.
All right. So, the news and rumors. Deontay Wilder and Tyson Fury is set. February 22nd is what Tyson Fury announced at a get-together last night. It was like some big stage interview, almost like what a lot of people are doing now, you know? Like what you see the Floyd Mayweathers and stuff like that doing. It was like a big type of event. And my guess is that if it is February 22nd, Fury will not take another fight before the Wilder fight. Beeb, what's your take on this? Is this for real? Or is this, what is this?
Well, as optimistic as I want to be about this, and I want to believe it's real, you know, it's coming from Tyson Fury, the guy who has been known to make announcements about fights, known to say he's going to fight somebody, and then the next day change his mind. So this has to be taken with a grain of salt. And why announce a fight in February when Deontay Wilder still has another fight that he's going to be fighting later this year, probably in September or October, around that time? Because anything can happen. Anything. We all saw what happened with Anthony Joshua. Okay. Now, what would have happened to Deontay Wilder if he ended up signing that deal with the Zone, and this happened? There would be no Joshua fight, right? So this is what happens when you try to plan too far ahead. One fight at a time.
Yeah, I would think so too. There's a lot of like moving parts here because again, he's got to fight still. Deontay's got to fight Ortiz next. And there was rumor, who was the guy after Deontay Wilder? Or who was the guy after Louis Ortiz, though, that he was supposed to fight?
Tyson Fury.
No, there was another guy if Tyson Fury wasn't available. Who was that guy? Do you
Adam
guys remember?
Konoski?
Oh, Konecki, yeah.
Konoski.
Was it Adam Konoski? Right.
Yes, that's correct.
Yeah.
Yeah, so, I don't know, man. I think that, like I said, I think he gets past Louis Ortiz, and I think Louis Ortiz is kind of an easier fight this time around for him. Even if Louis Ortiz is winning the fight, there's no way he's going 12 rounds. He's going to gas out. Ortiz is not going to make 12 rounds.
Well, the thing is, it's just hard to believe Tyson Fury because Tyson Fury also said he was going to fight Dillian White for the diamond belt. That didn't happen, you know.
Right.
He's supposed to fight Vladimir Klitschko in a rematch. He pulled out of that. You know, it's just like I love the guy. He's my favorite fighter and stuff, but I call it like I see it. I'm not going to dick ride anybody. I got to tell the truth. The guy's unreliable when it comes to following through on things he says. That's track history he has.
Yeah, you know what? It really is. He does say a lot of stuff that, isn't true. We're not just, whistling Dixie about this one. He does say a lot of stuff that just, hey, it doesn't add up, man.
The problem I have with this whole thing, the longer these guys fight other people, we have a developing situation where we could have another Andy Ruiz on our hands. Bet's laid plans of mice and men. Now, granted, the whole Miller thing wasn't Joshua's fault, but look what happened. Joshua fights Andy Ruiz, he loses. What could happen if somebody beats Wilder or somebody beats Fury? The longer you put this off, the chances of blowing a big money fight here.
Yeah, I would agree. But what about, let me throw this scenario at you guys. All right. Let's say that, he gets by Ortiz, which we all assume he will. Let's say he gets by Ortiz, but Andy Ruiz is available to fight. Let's just say something happens and there's a fallout. He's still got all the belts. if Andy Ruiz becomes available, do you think he takes that fight versus the Fury fight?
Absolutely, because you can have all four belts. The winner can have all four belts.
Yeah. I mean, I think that's a no-brainer, right?
I agree.
Yeah. I just hope none of the organizations fuck this up by trying to strip Andy Ruiz. You know.
Well, they said if he fights Joshua, all four belts will be on the line, or all the belts will be on the line.
Yeah.
So, yeah, I mean, you know.
But wouldn't the same thing have to apply though if he takes a Wilder fight?
No, because they're putting them on hold. They're they've got mandatories and everything they want to fill, but they're putting it on hold to make that fight happen. That fight doesn't happen, all bets are off. They don't want to see, nobody wants to see an undisputed champion except the fans. That's it. I mean, we're the only ones that want to see it.
Yeah, that's true.
The promoters and all that, they want, especially if you're a promoter that's not in the game right now, you want a belt coming your way, or your fighter to fight for a belt.
Yeah.
So yeah, man.
Well, yeah, I see where you're going, but the whole that sucks.
I agree 100%, man. All right, let's talk about Canelo Alvarez. Is in talks to face Jaime Munguia in September. And we talked about this earlier in the week, but Canelo has thrown around about 50 names that aren't Triple G. And it seems like the Triple G fight will not happen in September. And the reason is that Canelo doesn't want it. The latest name being thrown around is Jaime Munguia. And I don't exactly hate the fight.
I do.
But there's so much better competition out there for him. I mean, would you guys agree with that?
This reminds me, Eric, of Floyd Mayweather fighting a young Canelo. Munguia is not ready for a Canelo yet. This is the scenario reversed. Canelo is going to take advantage of the young fighter before he's ready for this kind of fight. That's what it reminds me of.
Let me actually interrupt you here, Robbie. Joel Lopez, 40 ounce. Thank you so much, my man. He says, great show, guys. Gosh, we appreciate that so much. Thank you very much, Joel.
Thank you, guys. Thank you, Joel.
Joe Lopez, 40 ounce. Thank you so much, man. Robert, would you like to see Munguia and Canelo fight?
No, I don't think. Munguia is a good fighter, but I don't think he's ready for a Canelo. Too soon.
I don't think so. But you know what I read earlier in the week, and Steve Kim had alluded to this also in a tweet. He said that they may just be cashing him out because they believe that he may have hit a ceiling in the sense that, it's better to lose to Canelo or Triple G versus losing to somebody for a lot less payday.
That makes sense.
Yeah. I mean, I don't know. I don't. I know H Money thinks he's the next Julio Cesar Chavez Sr., but listen, man, I just don't see it.
But
he doesn't pass my eye test.
But looking at it from a realistic point of view, Munguia is only like 21 or 22 years old, and he's already having trouble being at 154. So maybe this is their way of putting him to 160. But you're also going to put him in against the lion of the division, and Canelo could probably destroy him because that's why it reminds me of the whole Mayweather-Canelo thing. Mayweather saw a young kid that could give him a fight, and he could take advantage of him and make a big payday at the same time.
But in all fairness, Canelo was 24. He was 40 fights deep. I mean...
Right.
He's not who he is now, but he was far from who he was going to develop to be. You know what I mean? And that's different where, like, Munguia, I don't see him developing like that. He's got a good upside to him. He may have more fights left in him, but he'll never be, I don't think, a contender or a big player in that division.
He'll never be what Canelo is now.
I agree, but I agree.
Manny Gatillo, this is great news for Robert here. If Munguia, Manny Gatillo in the chat says, if Munguia beats Canelo, I'll pay for Robbie's DAZN for a year. Look at that, Robert. How nice is that?
Okay. Wow.
Robert's
gonna
going
say-
to carry. Still not getting it.
Aren't you going to say thank you, Robert?
Hey, no, I'm shocked.
nice
Thank
gesture.
you. Wow. But
Very
no,
nice gesture.
That's nice. That's nice of you. Good manners. Good manners.
But Steve Kim may be right on this one. I wasn't even thinking about that possibility. You know,
He was right about people that don't have to zone cheap.
because Munguia did have trouble in his last fight. They gave him the decision, but everybody said it was closer than, you know, who knows?
Well, one of the other guys that Canelo was talking about fighting was Sergey Kovalev. And Sergey Kovalev seemed to have moved on from that. Kathy Duva said basically that he was going to get less than $6.5 million. They were going to offer Kova less than $6.5 million, and that's according to Kathy Duva. $6 million would have probably been a career high payday for Kovalev. But, you know, that's not the point. He is, you know, listen, man. I mean, that's a low ball. I mean, for Kovalev, I think that's probably a lower figure given the fact that Canelo's probably going to make, what, $30 million for that fight?
I'd give Kovalev 10 if I was negotiating that.
Say that again, what?
I would give, if I was trying to put together a Kovalev fight and Canelo was going to make 25 or 30 million, I'd give Kovalev at least 10, don't you think?
That's nice of you, Robbie.
I think, you know, I tell you what, I don't know. I don't know that he's worth 10, but how much did he make? Beeb, do you remember how much he made in the Ward fights?
Less than. I'm going to say, I heard he got nothing in the second one.
No, I mean, he had to get something. Obviously, got paid.
I heard he got basically nothing because he got no guaranteed purse. It was based on the pay-per-view. And then the first one, I don't.
Right, and then those pay-per-views tanked.
Yeah, I don't think he got anything.
Yeah. No,
I think he got
because they were complaining about Andre Ward. Remember?
Ward got $5 million.
First fight, I don't know.
Ward got. I'm talking, Robbie.
I think he got $5.
I'm talking, Robbie.
Okay.
Hang on.
I'm talking, Robbie. Ward got $5 million.
Right.
Ward got $5 million in the rematch, and I'm not sure if he got a piece of the pay-per-view gate, but the pay-per-view didn't really do anything, so it was crazy. But I don't think he's ever gotten $1 million before yet. I'm not sure. So
you know, and Beeb, the other thing too, man, is that I remember they were all over Andre Ward for not promoting the fight. You remember that?
He didn't have to.
He didn't have to, right? Because he was already guaranteed, and whatever money was on the back end was whatever, you know. Oh man,
it's fucking crazy.
That's insane. Beeb, let me ask you though, if you're Kovalev, do you take $6 million?
Yes.
For that fight?
Yes.
That's a career high payday for him, right?
I'm 35 years old, going on 36. I'm not the same fighter I used to be.
No.
This isn't gonna last forever. I got a family. Do I take the $6 million or whatever it is? Yes. Yes. But Kathy Duke is a smart person, and I think I know what she's doing. Because eventually they're going to fight Kovalev. If they don't fight him next, they're going to eventually fight him, right? So if they wait till next year, maybe the second offer will be $10 million. Because you have to look at it this way, Eric, right? He fights Golovkin, right? Or if he fights Munguia, and he's probably not going to fight Golovkin, right? Fights Munguia. And it makes Golovkin continue to sweat it out, right? He's got Callum Smith up at 168, right? Waiting for him. Okay? But that fight can't be made right away. So Kovalev could quite possibly be the next fight after his next fight. So the way Kathy Duke was looking at it is they're going to come back with something next year in May. We'll take it.
Yeah, that's possible.
And we got Anthony Yard in front of us, who's green, who we feel comfortable that we can be able to beat, because they were getting ready to offer Anthony Yard step aside money, and it was already getting set up to be like that, where Anthony Yard was take step aside money. But I mean, they probably feel comfortable that they can beat Yard, and they also probably feel comfortable that the fight will be offered to them again. So it's not a horrible move for them. The only way this becomes a horrible move is if Kovalev loses to Anthony Yard.
Do you think, let me ask you a question. I mean, because Anthony Yard, that's not a joke fight. That's not a pushover. That's not a gimme. That's a good, solid fight, man.
I favor Kovalev in that one, though. I think it's like a 70-30 fight, maybe 65-35.
Really?
Yeah.
Wow. Oh no, man. That's
Think Yard has a shot?
Yeah, I do. I think he has a real shot. I think he has a real shot against Kovalev, man. Like I said, man, Kovalev beat a lighter Alvarez that second time out by boxing him. And now whether he's a better boxer than Kovalev, I don't know. But Kovalev hasn't looked great. I mean, his best performance was against the lighter Alvarez that second fight, where Alvarez didn't look the same as he did the first fight. Now, you could argue that's Kovalev's doing. You know, that's Kovalev unraveling him. I don't know, man. That's a good fight. That's a fight, like I said, I can't wait for. That's a good fight. I can't wait for that fight, man.
Yeah.
That's solid fight. Vasyl Lomachenko versus Luke Campbell is set for August 31st. The fight will take place in the O2 Arena. If Lomachenko wins, he becomes the WBC Super Duper champion. How about that? The
franchise?
Super Duper champion.
Franchise?
Because he gets the franchise belt strapped around his waist, which means he is no longer a champion. Beeb, isn't that what it means?
Yeah.
I mean, isn't that what this means? Like, you are no longer a champion. That's what we're telling you.
Yeah.
That's like you going in and asking your boss for a raise, and he gives you a different title with no money. You know what I mean? That's basically what it is. He just basically, oh, yeah, you're the assistant manager now. Oh, great. You got more duties and everything like that. And you've got nothing.
I hate this franchise champion crap. I really do.
Yeah, I don't really get it. And they're going to do the same to Wilder. That's the other thing. They're going to do the same to Wilder after his next fight. So they're going to...
And Errol Spence, I heard.
Yeah, and Errol Spence, right. You heard that from me. And so they're going to give Deontay Wilder this this tag him with the franchise label, and then take his belt away, because then somebody else will be able to become the WBC champion.
Yeah.
It makes zero sense.
It's retarded.
It's completely like, you don't know. This is why, and I said this from the get-go, and I've always been a big proponent, and Robert, you know this for a fact. When PBC was talking about giving the PBC belts out, they were talking about having belts made. And you remember when the PBC first came out, they said they would not announce those champions. You didn't even know what belt. The only reason you knew a belt was on the line is because they brought it in the ring with them. That's it. But they wouldn't announce, this is the champion. They just announced them, and they fought, whatever. And that's when the whole talk about the PBC belts and everything like that. Mm-hmm. So when I thought that was the greatest thing, because that was kind of like the UFC. They're developing their own little organization, and they fight and blah blah blah. But now now you wish that happened. It didn't end up happening, but now you wish it happened, because you got all these sanctioning bodies and everything like that. You don't know who the real champion is anymore, especially if they start doling out franchise belts, regular belts.
It ruins the sport, Eric. Let's be honest. I mean, you're giving other people title belts, but you're taking away from the significance of, say, the bigger fights. You know, the whole idea of having a massive fight is you have something major on the line. And when you hand out these franchise designation, how are the big fights ever going to be made? Because the other person... say you're like a Canelo and you're collecting all the middleweight belts, and you have one belt left to get. Well, what's your incentive to get the last guy in the ring if you can't fight for the belt that you're missing? You know, it doesn't make sense to me.
No, doesn't make sense at all. Doesn't make sense at all. It's just, I don't know, man.
Boxing likes to kill itself. He's a fucking mental case is what he is.
706, you're live.
What's up,
Maybe you're
guys?
not. What's happening?
Not much.
What are you saying that Jennings, they only pick Jennings because they know something we don't? Haven't you been watching Jennings the past few years? I mean, that guy.
I said.
His punch
Did you hear what I
resistance.
said? Did you hear what I said? I said if Jennings has anything left,
Professional.
if Jennings has anything left,
Yeah.
he'll beat Joe Joyce.
That's just like a hedging your bet kind of thing. I mean, we know he doesn't have anything left because JoJo's hits like a fucking mule. He's gonna batter him. I mean, come on, dude. That guy hits almost as hard as Wilder. I've seen him. He's slow, but he's got a lot of power. He was rocking Taverne's head back, and I don't think Jennings is much better than Taverne.
You
That
said
guy
he
hits
hits
hard.
as hard.
He
Joe
hits
Joyce
like
hits as hard as Wilder.
Yeah,
you need to
probably,
stay off that
almost.
crack,
He's
son.
looking big as hell.
Come on,
What's up,
son.
dude?
Come on,
I'm serious.
son.
I'm not joking.
You don't even believe that. Hey,
I'm
just say
serious.
no to
Come on.
drugs, man. Seriously, that's cold. That's messed up, man.
He's got that like
Beeb.
you know FA jock, but he's got that thumping power, dude. That's what I'm saying. He's not like somebody to
Beeb,
play with.
does he hit as hard as
fucking get
Wilder?
concussion, dude.
No.
He might not, but I'm just saying.
That's what you said.
Listen. Also, did you hear that Teofimo's dad got jumped in sparring last week at the top-ranked gym?
No.
I did. I heard that. I
hear
heard
that?
that he got beat up.
By
I
the
think him
coach
and his
of the
dad.
USA boxing team. He was.
Yes,
by the
that's
coach of
what
the
it
USA
was.
boxing team. He was talking shit, and all his amateurs jumped in and fucking fucked him up.
Yeah, that's what I
He
heard.
deserved that shit. That G. Leon guy who I was interviewing Bob on the phone wrote it down. He's got sources in that gym, I guess. Kind of funny.
I didn't see no video of it though.
And I don't know.
Nobody had their
They
cameras
video.
out.
But
Nobody had their cameras out
who knows?
in this day and age. That's how you know Bigfoot ain't real.
You know those videos are sold. But have you guys noticed how long has it been since AJ lost? Do you know? Remember? Is it like 4 weeks or 6 weeks? How long has it been?
AJ lost in December, Jason.
December?
Not December. June. I'm sorry.
June 6th, right? Something like that.
June 1st.
June 1st.
June 1st, and now it's July 7th. So it's been 37 days, and that guy fucking Eddie, he came out the next day and said, "I should have details in about a week, guys. I'll let you know the location." Then the next week he goes, "We'll have details next week." He's been doing that for 6 fucking weeks almost. I mean, that's what he always does because he likes to act like he's in control. You know, he's so insecure about that. Like even Bob and Oscar don't do shit like that because I guess they're more secure about their positions in the boxing world. But he's like, he has to say that every week. But
What
he's
do you
gone
make of
kind
that,
of MIA.
Jason? I mean, seriously, it's been like 4 weeks, almost 5 weeks now, I guess.
That's 5 weeks exactly.
5 weeks, right? What do you make of that, man?
All that says is DAZN and Heyman are negotiating about where it should be. Should it be in Texas or the Cowboy Stadium or somewhere like MSG? I think it should be. I have not heard any fucking journalist even mention Cowboy Stadium, which is so moronic. That's the best place for it, dude. Since fucking Eddie and AJ are always bragging about, we like fighting in stadiums. Well, how about let's do it in front of 70,000 Texans in Texas? Why not? If Spence and Mikey can pull 50,000, what is it, 48,000? How much do you think AJ and Ruiz will pull? Just take a guess. Take a guess. 60, 70,000, right? At least.
If they open that stadium completely up and they don't block off any of the seats, that thing holds over 100,000 people. Come on.
Yeah, and if 2 welterweights can do 50,000, dude.
Yeah, they can do. They might be able to 50. They won't sell it out though.
I don't know why anybody didn't mention it, but also, what did you guys think about Holly Holm? I thought she's been kind of overhyped because ever since she beat Ronda, I think she's been living off that win. You know, she hasn't done much since that. She beat Beth Correa, but she fucking sucks. But other than that, Holly really didn't do much in the UFC, did she? Since she beat Ronda, that was like 4 years ago, almost.
That was a pretty big win.
What do you guys think?
Pretty big win.
Yeah, but that was a while ago, dude. Like that's it. Did she beat anybody after that? Anybody?
Yeah, she beat a couple people after that. I don't remember who they were, but I know she's won. I mean, it's not like she's lost.
Beth Correa, that Brazilian chick. That's it. Beth Correa.
Oh man,
come on. Also, you know the PBC UFC pay-per-view last night. The two challengers had 10 losses combined. So we should stop bashing the fucking PBC when they have these kind of pay-per-views. You know what I mean? UFC's put what's his name? What's that Brazilian name that Jones fought? What was his name? Santos. He had 6 losses, and Holly had 4, so that's 10 combined in the 2 co-main events. And boxing should do that too. I mean, as long as the fights are good, who cares? That's what I'm saying. We shouldn't be bashing guys for their losses.
Oh, you blame your boy for that.
I mean, guys like Gerard Williams and stuff.
Blame your boy for that. Blame Mayweather for that. He's the one that brought that whole mentality.
He was just too good. I don't blame him for that. He was just too good. I mean, why shouldn't he brag about it? He was right to brag about it. I mean, if you're that good, you can earn that right.
You can't blame Mayweather. For
also, what did you guys think about Masvidal's celebration? I loved it. What did you guys think?
I thought it was classless.
Celebration and post.
It's classless. You don't
but do you notice
how was unconscious?
Do you remember when Charlo knocked out Gerard Williams and he refused to shake his hands and the whole arena started doing Charlos? Like the UFC fans don't do shit like that. They're not that I don't know, fickle and shit. That's what I like about UFC fans. They're still cheering for Masvidal and shit. I mean, even though he's fucking playing like a seizure role and shit, it was kind of crazy. I don't know. A lot of people fucking hype fucking Askren, and they were acting like he's the second coming of some fucking Jesus or something. I haven't seen him do shit in the fucking UFC.
Who?
And now Askren, he hasn't done shit in the UFC, and people were talking like he's some fucking special athlete or something. I haven't seen him do shit.
What was he? He's undefeated. He was undefeated coming in. It was like 20-something.
Yeah, but not in the UFC, dude. He was fighting fucking bums overseas. He wasn't fighting fucking the best fighters in the UFC. UFC has the best talent. That's why he got rocked. Like the first. And Robbie Lawler, I mean, that guy's fucking
beat Robbie
beat
Lawler
to death. That guy's like washed up. Yeah, but Robbie Lawler's washed up because he's like. Have you heard Robbie Lawler talk?
He's fighting
like
Kobe Covington next. How is he washed up?
Yeah, and Robbie's punch drunk as hell. Have you heard him speak? He can't even speak. But go listen to him speak. Do it on YouTube. Like you'll cringe. Like that's how bad he is. That's how bad his CTE is. Like people don't talk about that shit. Guy can barely get words out of his mouth. It's so bad.
You have no idea what you're talking about.
I'm just being serious, man. Come on. You're always talking about these. You guys have different standards for boxers. I just want to keep the same energy for everybody. Did you guys see Nate Diaz and Khabib got into it in the fucking front row?
I did. I saw that. Did you see him? They almost got into it at the arena or whatever.
Nate is always a weirdo. He always walks behind people and starts talking shit. With his boys in the bottle, and he had a bottle in his hand ready to throw it again.
He's a fool, man.
Nate is a bottle thrower. What about dude? Did you guys see Portrait of a Fighter with Caleb Plant? They did a special on him today on Fox Sports.
No.
I saw it twice.
Yeah, I don't watch that stuff.
Yeah, was it good, dude?
Yeah, it was great.
They do a good job with it.
What about Fight Camp 2?
I saw the Manny Pacquiao thing yesterday too. Thanks for the heads up.
Today was
90 seconds.
Yeah, that was good. That was a good one. Did you watch it, Eric?
No.
Or were you watching women's soccer?
I was watching women's soccer, son.
Hey, we won, Jason. Don't make fun of him.
Please, Robbie.
I'm glad we won. That chick that said "fuck you" to Trump. I'm glad she fucking scored the fucking winning goal and shit. I love that.
That's
girl.
right.
She never said that to Trump. She never said that to Trump.
Also, did you guys see Fox? Dude, Fox News did a segment about the
60 seconds.
People in France, they were in a bar in France, and people started chanting "fuck you, Trump" on live TV.
I saw that. Yeah, I saw that. That was jacked up.
That was so funny. And
that's a rumor.
Red almost. His face turned red. He like started panicking.
Sounds like a rumor to me.
People in Europe don't like him.
They were all Americans chanting that. They were all Americans in that bar. They were watching the U.S.
I think it was France.
I know that, but what I'm saying is the bar was full of Americans.
That's true. Yeah, you're right. But there could be some, Europeans with American fans too in there. Who knows? Europeans.
All right, Jason, we're going to jump off here, man.
Seen the new? All right, guys.
All right, man.
All right, take Corey Lee's wrench.
Later.
He said, "Take Corey Lee's wrench." That's what he was saying.
I'm actually
10 seconds.
That's over.
I'm actually going to give Corey Lee another wrench. I'm going to double him up.
You double him up. Give him 2 wrenches. That'd be unprecedented.
I love Corey.
Corey's the man. Corey is the man. All right, let's see here.
From this day, you'll be my new fool.
Hi, Georgie.
Georgie.
Hello, Georgie. What's up?
Hi, Georgie.
Hey, what's happening, people? What's going on? You're under the weather today with the fucked up phone, Robbie. Remind me again, buddy. And just call for you to remind me. Shout out to
Yeah,
Trump
you're on the bad
2020,
phone
bro.
today. You're on the bad
Man,
phone
seriously.
today. Yep.
Please, Robbie.
Listen, don't hate,
Put some
congratulations.
change in the machine, dude. Put some change in the machine, man. I know how they do it at Rikers.
I'm waiting for Trump to fucking put more minutes on my account. But anyways, Trump 2020, baby. Keep America great again. Listen, bro, let's talk some fucking WBC fucking mafia for a little bit.
Okay.
Let me rant. What these motherfuckers they be concocting? They back on the wizardry and that evil fucking
I
these
have no idea.
motherfuckers, it's like nothing will amaze you no more. You just gotta laugh it out. Laugh it out, bro. Fuck that. Yo, the only good news that Fury dropped the date when he gonna fight Wilder again.
February 22nd.
Well, according to Fury, it's in February. But we'll see.
February
Next
22nd.
year
That's what he
somewhere,
said.
so that's is that depending? Nobody got the details on the contract.
No, we don't have any idea.
Nobody knows nothing.
Oh, he said it must be true, right?
I don't know.
We're gonna have to take the word
When it comes to negotiations, Georgie, you don't believe it until it's signed. You know.
Thanks, Robbie.
Hey, word to that. No, I mean, cause that's good though, cause I mean, Josh already lost steam. There's not a lot of hype about. I don't know what you think about that rematch with cause they don't got a day, do they?
I keep hearing November or December, Georgie, but that's all I know.
Not a date, Robbie.
Okay. So look like this side tried to get the upper hand. At least they got a day, if it is true. Because, I mean, for Joshua to regain that status and make it to that, because, like, I got to face it. They put me out there as a Wilder hater, but Wilder will go in as a A-side. Wilder only got that draw with people don't even really count as a blemish.
And there's a real strong possibility that Ruiz could beat Joshua again, you know.
Yeah.
It's not guaranteed that Joshua is going to go back in there and win.
And so, what is he one of those robberies? What happens if they got some type of fucking hooked up shit already? And because I mean, they say when Ruiz fought Parker, he beat Parker and he got robbed. That could be
I watched that fight. I thought he won, but you know.
They may do it dirty again.
Yeah.
We know how it is. Well, show what's kind of fucked up. I see Jason in a great mood. Got some out a couple times today, but hey, what can we expect from him? Shout out to everybody in the chatty. Everybody support the channel. I gotta go work fucking 12 hours, and I'll see you next Sunday. I'm out.
All right. Good call.
All right, Georgie. Said they're calling for lights out about 9 o'clock, so he's got to get back, man. 970. You're live.
Yo, can you guys hear me?
That'd be hand wraps. Hello, hand wraps.
Yo, what's up, fellas? How you guys doing today, man?
What's happening?
Oh, we're good.
Oh, okay. How you doing, brother?
Fucking great night of UFC, huh? That shit was woo.
That was
amazing,
awesome, wasn't it? I mean, seriously, that was awesome.
Oh man, yeah, man. I you know, that was awesome, man. I mean, you know, with a slow boxing night, obviously they picked up the slack for sure. That was awesome, man. I usually get hyped up for the girl fights, which is ironic. You know what I mean? That ever since the Ronda Rousey phenomenon or whatever the fuck, I just been always, you know, pumped to see the girls fight, man. That shit, I think they put on a good show, and you know, may call me biased, but I'm always rooting for Holly Holm, man, the boxing chick. So yeah, it was a little crush that she got her ass whooped. Oh, but yeah, it was a good show, man. It was awesome. You know, the real reason I'm calling, because I'm really tired of Beeb's fucking every 3-hour rant on who Canelo's fighting, who Canelo's not fighting, who Canelo's scared of,
Beeb.
whatever.
Taking it on the chin.
Yo,
son.
man, when you guys gonna give my boy his props, man? All I hear is mad
Give him his
hate
props,
coming out of
Beeb.
this channel.
Yeah, mad
Yeah,
hate.
you too, Eric.
What? Me? What are you
Yeah.
talking about?
I hear you, Mr. Canelo ain't gonna fight Andrade. That's what they said.
No, I'd never say
You
anything
know,
like
when
that. What are you
Canelo
talking
wasn't gonna
about?
fight Laura, what happened? Whooped that boy's
Yeah.
ass. You said you had a Laura winning, didn't you?
I don't think so, man. I wouldn't think, you know.
Come on, man. Y'all got to give my boys props already, my dude. Canelo's the man. He's here to stay. He's #1 Mexican champ. He's here to knock all you little American favorites out of the park, just like Mexico's going to beat up on USA tonight. It's bound to happen, man. It's destiny. Y'all just got to accept
You know,
it.
Chicharito's not playing for him tonight. I'm just saying. Just saying.
That shit don't matter. He don't need to play for USA.
No, Chicharito's not playing for Mexico.
Know that,
you know
right?
who Chicharito is? You don't know who Chicharito
Yes, I
is,
know
do you?
Chicharito. I'm saying he doesn't need to play for USA game, man. What the fuck?
He doesn't need to play for a USA game.
Yeah, that's like a given, bro. That's a wash, baby. Where are the odds on that game? I bet Mexico's the huge favorite. Crushing on them dudes, boy. Just like Canelo finna smash on the rest of your lover boys. Hey, yo, name another. You know, everybody's saying they favor Canelo over Kovalev. Name another motherfucking boxer that is favored 2 fucking divisions above him against the champ. Who? Who else? Name one.
That'd be nobody.
Errol Spence. I would say Errol Spence would be favored.
Get the fuck out of here. Errol Spence wouldn't be favored.
He would be favored over Rob Brandt, wouldn't he? At 160?
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. Oh. How much credit would he give for that one, Eric? You know. This is the kind of hate I'm talking about, man. You guys try to find every little angle.
Next.
Canelo's credit short, man. Just
Next
like
topic.
bullshit, all right? Canelo's great. #1, pound for pound, greatest, best fucking resume. Nobody compares.
Who do you want to see Canelo fight? Who do you want to see Canelo fight in September?
Yeah, who would you like to see him fight?
Man, Canelo could pick anybody, man. He's favored over anybody. He washes any of these boys. I'm into all these fights. And personally, I like to see the Triple G fight above all of them. But
really?
But
Why would
because
you
I
like to see
think
that
that's
fight
actually
next?
the hardest fight for him to win.
Wow.
Yeah, I'd like to see the third fight, even though I think he won both fights. But, you know, you guys don't.
You wouldn't like to see him fight Andrade?
So you got to shut your guys' mouth.
Hey, for your information, even though I picked Triple G, I scored both fights for Canelo. So,
please, Robbie.
Where's
That
Beeb?
first
Where the
fight
fuck is he
clearly
hiding?
was Triple G. That first fight was clearly Triple G. Come on, man. Beeb, school him.
not the way I scored it. Sorry.
Not the way most motherfuckers scored it, but everybody hates Canelo, man. If any, what happened to the whole get hit, not get hit? Didn't Canelo land the nicer shots and Triple G missed all his fucking loaded shots? Isn't that the game?
Let me ask you. So you don't think Demetrius Andrade would be a good fight for him, or you think he just washes?
I think he washes that kid, man. Washes that kid. Like he makes him look like you know, like a fucking novice, man. Come on, that kid hasn't never fought anybody. He's never fought anybody, bro. Like nobody.
That's what's gonna happen if he fights Munguia. That's what Munguia's gonna look like.
I think that's probably the toughest fight. I think Andrade was the toughest fight for him.
You think Canelo's just gonna rush in against Andrade and try to get him out of there? You think that's what he's gonna do?
No, I think that's
or you
tough.
think he's
No,
gonna
what I'm
box him
saying
the way
is
he
I think
boxed
that's the
Jacob?
toughest fight for him right now. I think him or Callum Smith is probably the toughest fight for him.
Listen, bro, before the last fight, everybody was saying that Jacobs was the toughest fight, and he wasn't going to take Jacob. Everybody
was a tough fight for him, though.
Oh, he's not going to take Jacob.
Was a pretty tough fight, yeah.
That's his hardest fight right there.
Who?
Wash that boy. Wash that kid. Just like he's going to wash fucking Demetrius Andrade. Just like he's going to, you know, there's just nobody better than Canelo, man. I'm sorry to say. I know
He's definitely a
Canelo
good fighter.
is
Good fighter.
he should be pound for pound number one, man. I don't understand why everybody hates on the kid, but I wish Beeb was here because that's who I had the.
I am here.
Beeb's here.
I am here.
I wonder.
I
He's
am
right
here.
there. Go ahead.
I'm not.
Oh, Beeb, what's up, baby? When you gonna give my boy the credit? I just heard you say like 2 fucking days ago that you think Andrade's number one. Can you please justify how, in your eyes, you think Andrade is number one in the middleweight division?
I don't think he's number one. I think he should get a shot at Canelo. That's all. I want to see him fight him. That's all.
I was pretty sure I heard you say that in your eyes you think he's number one, but Canelo just has the accolades.
No.
Yeah, look at him backpedaling now.
If you read the title,
come on, hand reps, go get him.
If you read the title of the video, if you read the title of the video, it says, "Is Andre number one?" with a question mark. It didn't say Andre is number one.
I've been
I got the title.
to every video that
I got the title. I got the title. I got the title right here. Let's look at this title. What's this title say, Eric? Is Demetrius Andre the best middleweight? What's this title say, Eric?
It says, "Is Demetrius Andre the best
pulling
middleweight
the Triple G, and now he's backpedaling. When I thought he was going to come forward and make a fight, but I guess
can't expect
Andre won't get the decision against Canelo. He won't get the decision.
But you think he will deserve the decision? So you're saying you think he would deserve the decision and not get it?
Potentially, I think yes. How did you score the
crazy, man. How did you score? You judge that based off of what?
Well, look what Daniel Jacobs did with Canelo. He won 5 rounds against Canelo. Canelo came out in that fight winning like the first 6 rounds, right? And then like he just stopped fighting. Then he kind of like really slowed down in the second half of the fight. I mean, he hasn't really blown anyone out of there. Like he's been in a lot of close fights. We have to acknowledge
with a bunch of nobodies, Andrade.
No, Canelo's been in a lot of close fights. He's never really blown anyone out at the top level. So to sit there and say that he's going to wash somebody, it's hard. It's hard. Will he get the decision over everybody? Like, will he get the decision over everybody? Probably, but like Daniel Jacobs won 5 rounds. Like he didn't. That's not a wash.
No way.
A lot of people scored that fight 7-5.
Close to 5 rounds.
A lot of people.
The last time Canelo blew anybody out was James Kirkland.
I'm still talking, Robbie. The three judges gave him 5 rounds. Most people gave him 5 rounds. Lara fight, I thought Lara beat him. Most people thought Lara beat him. I don't think he's a bad fider. I don't
even think Canelo broke a sweat in the Danny Jacobs fight, man. I don't think Canelo even broke a sweat in the Danny Jacobs fight.
Dude, come on. That was a tough fight. That wasn't like a one-way.
If it was, when
that was a good fight. Canelo won the fight.
No,
Canelo won the fight.
A good fight was the good fight was the Triple G first fight. That was the last fight. The last time anybody's shown any kind of juice at all versus Canelo. At all.
Did you think that Triple G won that first fight?
Looked like it would even hurt him. Did you see Canelo worried? Did you see him hurt?
Did you think he won the first fight?
I saw Jacobs floating like a butterfly on 2 feet in the air when those body shots were landing, baby. He was trying to get the fuck out of there.
Did you think that Triple G won the first
fight? The whole entire fight.
Look, it doesn't matter because if the fight goes the distance, Canelo's going to get the decision. It doesn't matter. I would never bet against Canelo again. I would never.
So, man. Yo, man, I'm tired of people acting like Canelo doesn't deserve these rounds, though. Look
how many close fights he's been in.
When he gets decisions, like he doesn't deserve them. Like he deserved every round against Eric Lara that he got. Man, he was coming forward. He was pressing the fight. He was making it happen. The same thing with what
did he do in the second? What did he do in the second?
He didn't win a single round. Every fucking round that the judge gave him, he earned. Maybe he didn't deserve the draw. Okay, I'll grant you that one. But he definitely, every fucking round that he earned in that fight, which was in my eyes, 4 of those rounds, He earned it, man. He was coming forward, pressing the fucking fight.
Look, every time the fight's close, he gets a decision. I mean, it's just a fact. I mean, he's not going to lose if
this fight's too boring because you ain't got no counters for me. This fight's boring.
Everybody knows. Everybody knows. Everybody knows. Everybody. This is what everybody says when they talk about a Canelo fight. If it goes the distance, he's going to win. Right, Eric? How many times does people? Everybody. Why does everybody say that?
He's like Mayweather.
Why does everybody say that? If it goes the distance, he's going to win. Why does everyone say that? Why?
Because he's always pressing the fight.
No.
No, they say that because he's the
money guy. He's never going to lose.
Right.
He's got to get knocked down 12 times, and he's got
to lose.
He's got to get beat up to lose.
Yes.
In order for him to lose,
you got to beat. Man, that's what I mean. If he's the favorite, right? If you're a favorite to win a fight, and then the judges are already looking at you like the favorite before the fight, in order for you to lose the fight, they have to see you, out of your comfort zone, getting pushed back, in other words, beat. Canelo's never been beat, man, at all. He chose to go back versus Triple D, which is why I said that was the toughest fight he's ever had. I did not understand his game plan.
But I
thought he was going to come forward. You can go back and listen to my call before the first Triple G fight. I told you he was going to come forward and make that boy go back. He didn't do it. He did it in the second fight. I do not understand why he didn't do that in the first fight. But, I mean, that was a tough fight. The rest of the fights, man.
But you do understand.
Watch these boys, man. Hey, all right, I'm out of here, man. This fight's boring. I just want to tell you, put some respect in Canelo's mouth, man. On his name, baby.
I mean,
put some respect on his name, baby.
All he has to do is finish the fight. He wins. Doesn't matter. Doesn't matter what I say or do.
Nobody's
all you got to do is
nobody's favorite. Nobody's close to beating this boy. Nobody.
Okay.
All right? Nobody.
Okay.
His hand wraps.
Nobody.
Smack down
Zero.
Beeb.
All right, guys.
Thanks, hand wraps.
Well,
thank you for that, Canelo. Thank you for that. I'm talking, Robbie. Mute him, will you please? Thank you for that, Canelo. Thank you for that Canelo promo. Hand wraps. We appreciate that.
Well, I was gonna say Oscar De La Hoya made a nice hire to the PR staff there. That's a wonder. He's gonna represent Canelo all day long now. Yep.
Okay.
First it was Manny Pacquiao. Now he's moved on to Canelo. Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Mute him. Mute.
Beeb's calling for the mute button. Hey guys, in the chat, I think me and Beeb are gonna have a talk here. We're gonna have a come to Jesus meeting about this chat because people are getting censored that shouldn't be censored. We told you before, we're gonna have to revamp the chat. Bottom line, too many people have wrenches. Too many people abusing power. All that other good stuff. So it's nothing personal. If you get your wrench taken away, it's nothing personal. Just know that because some of you guys, not all of you guys, 99% of you guys are doing good things, but some of you guys are maybe abusing the privileges a little bit too much, timing people out and stuff like that when you don't know when to time people out. Okay, so yeah. All right. Let's see here. What else? I think that's it. I think we're done here, guys.
Corey?
I think we have ran through all the news. Corey, what did you say, Beeb?
Corey didn't call in?
No.
Oh, wow. Surprised he didn't call in.
Yeah. Jason insulted me again. Corey, I understand that, but that's not, listen, man, that stuff goes, it doesn't matter. I mean, that stuff goes back and forth in the chat. Everybody throws it around in the chat. Manny Gatillo, I know you've never used your wrench, but it goes back, it always goes back in the chat, and just because somebody says something that you don't like, you can't mute them. All right? That's just the way
This is the guidelines. Nothing racial, nothing homophobic, and nothing about families.
Yes.
Those are the guidelines. If someone wants to call somebody, and if someone starts swearing at you and calling you an a-hole or stuff like that, I get that. But if someone criticizes you, saying, "Oh, you don't know what you're talking about," or "Your boxing knowledge is horrible," something like that, that's just back and forth talk, man.
I agree. Yeah. I
So let's
agree.
let's set the guidelines here. No swearing at each other. No calling each other profane words. Nothing racial. Nothing racial, and nothing homophobic, and nothing about religion, and then we're good. So that's it.
Yeah, and I didn't see, let's see here, and Corey's coming back, of course. How do we solve? Corey and Jason seem to have the biggest problems with each other. How do we solve that?
Honestly,
can't put him in a ring. We can't put him in a ring. Corey would kill him.
Honestly, they should just not fuck with each other, man. They don't get along. Like with me, if I don't like you, I
would agree.
If I don't like you, I just don't fuck with you. Like,
yeah.
If someone trolls me, then after a while, I just fucking ignore them, man.
Right. I think that's the best.
Corey said that. Well, now again, Corey's got a point here.
I saw it. He does.
So
but I don't know.
That's why he did that to Jason. I'm not going to come on here and get us. He said something about Oscar using kitchen tools on him. That's grounds for removing the comment. I'll side with Corey on that one. But I mean, if that's the case, yeah. And Jason says like some stupid shit, like too. You know what I'm saying? He gets like real.
Yeah, he does.
He gets like real. He goes over the line, man. So Jason, he needs to stop with his bullshit.
I would agree with that. But I don't know. I hate this whole thing that like people have wrenches in here. That everybody seems to have a wrench now because it's just again they will just abuse.
But Eric, one thing we have to agree upon. Everybody has a problem with Jason in this chat. Jason's the target.
I would definitely.
Jason comes in here, and he just starts attacking everybody, calling everybody names.
He starts nonsense,
and he does it on purpose. So the thing is,
yes,
if Jason's not in here, we don't have a problem.
Nobody's been timed out since Jason left.
That's right. And there's only you have to let's just look at the data here. Who's the only person that gets timed out all the time? It's Jason. It's Jason.
He's not my friend. I don't know, Corey. I don't know what you're talking about. He's not my friend. I don't know what you're talking about.
Eric blocked him, Corey, because he's doing something. Doing something to Eric that Eric didn't like. So
right. Yeah, and I mean, listen. I mean, I block who I want. I mean, that's the thing. I mean,
now
tell me I'm blind to the fact. I'm blind to what?
Now he just called. See what he just did? He comes back, and he goes.
Yeah.
See, this is what he does.
Maybe we should have a come to Jesus with Jason then.
Jason, you got to make a decision. Do you want to be in this chat or not? Can't come in here
Right.
You can't come in here just coming in here and pissing people off.
Right.
You can't if you want to come in here and have a good time like everybody else. Yeah, I mean 90% of the wrenches, the guys that have been watching us for fucking years.
Sure.
So I don't think we should punish them because of one person. I would rather punish that one person. So
I think you're right. I think you're right.
So Jason, if you can't come in here and act like a normal person, then we may have to block you. We may have to block you. So I'm gonna have to ride with Corey on this one because you don't call people if someone's a man and you call them a woman, that's below the belt.
Yeah, I agree.
That's below the belt.
I agree.
That's below the belt. Let's vote. Let's vote in the chat right now. Should we remove Jason from this chat? Is Jason the problem?
Is Jason the problem?
The vote will probably be unanimous.
Hit one if Jason's the problem. Because we had to block Jason on our social media several times. He blocked me on Facebook. I blocked him on Facebook before. So apparently we can't. This is getting bad. Yeah, everyone's hitting the one. Is Jason the problem, everybody?
Georgie says no ban.
So then when he gets timed out, then he just gets timed out.
Yeah, maybe that's the case then.
So
I don't like other people. You know, yeah, no ban. People saying no ban. People are speaking here.
I'm just going to say one thing. I respect what you're saying about the wrenches. I understand your point. But anybody that has a wrench is going to time him out, Eric. We could have one person in there with a wrench. He's going to get timed out. He's going to say something.
Yeah, he's agree. You know what? I hate to say it, but
I hate disagreeing with you because I want to be on your side. You're my partner. But I gotta be honest. I hate being on the opposite side of you on this. But the problem is he's going to get timed out regardless. Regardless.
I would probably agree with that. There's
only one person.
Who was the guy? Notorious. Notorious was the one that I really felt bad that got timed out for whatever reason he got timed out for. And, you know, but freedom of speech, and you know what? There is freedom of speech, and I get that. But you just can't. We're not going to allow you to just. But
you're not gonna. But no one wants to sit here and listen to hate speech, though.
Right.
I mean, this whole freedom of speech thing is great. I get it, but there's got to be a line drawn. There's got to be repercussions. There's got to be repercussions for your words. So why does he cry when he gets he sits there and calls everyone a crybaby? So why does he cry when he gets timed out then? Take your medicine like a man. When you had the wrench, you were timing everybody out when they were talking shit about. Remember when he had the wrench? Anyone that said anything to him, he was timing them out.
Anybody said anything, he was timing them out. He was timing them out. So that's right. That's why we took it away.
We took it away from him because he was timing out everybody. So now he's going to sit there and talk shit about people that have wrenches that time him out. When he had the wrench, he was doing 10 times worse than what they were doing. Yeah, but it's not funny.
I'd like to see him put the gloves on. I really would. I'd like to see him put the gloves on and take care of it that way.
Just don't say anything to him, Jason. He doesn't want to.
Yeah, he
doesn't want to interact with you. He doesn't like you. Just doesn't like you. Just ignore him. Troll somebody else. Troll me if you want. I just laugh at you. You want to talk shit? Talk shit about me. Talk shit about me every show. I just laugh at you. I feel bad for you. I'm not here to hurt you. Wish there was something I could do for you, but I think you're too far gone, bro.
Do you think we can get these two in a ring?
No, Jason will never get in a ring. Corey can actually fight, man.
Yeah, I know.
Corey can actually fight. Corey's in good shape. Corey's in good shape too. He's like 8% body fat right now. He's in great shape.
He's like a bodybuilder.
Yeah. Corey could fold a lot of people up, man. Can fold a lot of people up. I would.
Jason, let's hear it. All right, so I'm assuming Jason's still in the chat. Jason, would you ever consider getting in the ring?
He would never get in the ring with him.
Jason in the chat, just answer me. Would you consider getting?
He's gonna say no. Won't even answer.
He don't have the guts.
Tony Ayo, you're right. He's not answering. He's not even answering.
That's because he's a coward. He's gutless.
Wow, Robbie calling you out. Wow, he said I'll KO Corey like Masvidal did to Askren, knee to the dome. So would you get you? So you would actually get in the ring with Corey?
Lois, we got to get the funds out. We got to fly these guys to an undisclosed location.
So would you? I'm being dead serious. Would you get in the ring with Corey? Yeah, Robbie called him a coward. Because we could totally
we've known Corey for years. We know he can actually fight.
Please, Robbie. I'm the hype man here, not you. I'm not in a bad mood.
I'm running on Corey all day long.
I'm not in a bad mood at all. I'm having a great time.
So, Jason, come on. I mean, well, would you or would you not? You better get Panama Lewis in this corner. I don't think it'll matter.
Yeah, and make sure you give him the bottle that's mixed, okay?
Corey would wash him, man.
You think Corey
Of
would
course
wash
he
him?
would.
Even with Jason wearing 22-ounce gloves?
Corey would wash anybody in this chat right now.
All right. I'll tell you what we're going to do. We're going to pick up on this during the week. We're going to find out. We're going to get an answer from Jason because I know Corey would be down for it. You think Corey would definitely be down
Corey
for it?
do
Right?
it.
Corey
Corey
definitely would. Yeah.
Yeah, Corey.
Oh, he wanted Georgie to have his wrench taken away when Georgie was beefing with him. Now because Georgie stuck up for him, now he wants Georgie to keep his wrench. He's such a fair-weathered fan.
Wow. Next caller. There is no caller, son. There is no caller. The phones are closed now. It's after 9.
Yeah, we're done, man.
In the game, will you please?
That's it. In the game, son.
Every week, take Georgie's wrench away. Take Georgie's wrench away. Now because Georgie stuck up for him. Just let Georgie keep the wrench.
Well, we're going to get an answer. We're going to get an answer here because I know Corey would be down for it.
Corey will do it. He ain't going to do it, though.
We wouldn't have to ask Corey twice. Yeah, Corey would definitely be down for it. So we'll see if Jason, put your money where your mouth is, man. We'll see if he'll do it, man. So we'll have an answer for you next week, man. That'll do it for this edition of Ringside Reporter Podcast. As always, you can catch Robert on Twitter at Ringside Robert or call Ringside Robbie's Corner at
area code 773-572-7781. Right now, the system is currently down, but we're hoping that it will be back up tomorrow. There's some computer issues, but once it works, you can call and leave your messages.
There you go. You can catch Joe Habib on Twitter at jhabib1. Find our YouTube channel at ringsidereporterlive.com. I'm at Ringside 73, and we will see you next week.